One of the most valuable lessons that I learned from working at a residential interior design firm for a couple years was how to make a home look curated and collected, even though we were filling the home from start to finish during an installation in like a week. This really comes into play with accessorizing, styling, and hanging art. So I'm going to give you some buzzwords and some ideas of how to differentiate your collection to make everything look more collected and curated. You obviously want to avoid a lot of naked walls, but you also don't want them to feel overfilled and repetitive with just prints and paintings that anyone can find online. I love mixing in some tactile elements. Some cool ideas are convex mirrors. You can find a lot of cool ones on Etsy. Add some wall real estate near a painting or a print. This would be a really cool way to switch it up and make it a little bit more modern. You see a lot of people hanging cutting boards in their kitchen, and that's cool. It looks good and it's tactile and interesting, but you can also find a vintage Italian pizza peel online. Doing a series of these somewhere would be super cool. If you have just a little sliver of wall that you want to fill the whole thing up with, but in a minimal way, this is a great approach because it's super tall but very narrow. It's just a cool flex to be like, yeah, that's a pizza peel from Italy from the 1900s. Also love a series instead of just doing large pictures and paintings everywhere. A cool idea for this is to do architectural studies. Also love this idea because you can tailor it to be something that's sentimental to you, whether it's a place you visited or if you're a big fan of sports, golf, tennis, whatever. You can get print studies of tennis rackets or golf clubs, finding vintage textiles and then framing them. You can find some framed online already. This is cool because it gives you that textural, tactile element instead of just being like a painting or a print. I've seen a lot of vintage African textiles online that are super cool. And then of course, if you're more traditional, the Italian ones with all of the greenery and tapestry vibes are super pretty. If you are looking for a painting, but you don't know where to start or how to describe what you're looking for, I love a moody abstract, moody abstract portrait, moody abstract landscape. The word moody will put you in like a sort of muted color tone. If you want something a little funky, a little fun, a little geometric, you can always throw the word mid-century modern in there and see what you get, and then mix that with abstract to bring in that softness. Also love an oil painting. I can't beat the way that that texture looks. Love searching for vintage oil paintings on Etsy. There's so many. I just got one from the 1900s from Italy and it is absolutely beautiful. I did find it locally though. I could go on and on about accessories and I think it deserves its own video, so let me know if y'all are interested. Meet me later.